Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Miss TV Total Football. Lots of transfer news popping off. Teams are looking to do business early and they're serious. They're preparing for next season. Everyone is ready to rock and roll because, let's be honest, over the past couple of seasons, some of these teams, especially in the Premier League, and we're going to touch base on other teams in other leagues as well, but there's a huge focus on the Premier League teams because it seems like Premier League this season, unlike in the previous season in the summer windows, this season, a lot of the Premier Leagues are going absolutely gun-ho to bolster up their team. None other than Man United. Obviously, Liverpool are doing a madness, but Man United will definitely look to bolster their team massively. They're looking to purchase 5 to 6 players at a bare minimum, and they're going to get rid of many out. We're going to kick things off with Matheus Cunha, ladies and gentlemen. Matheus Cunha to Manchester United is a here we go for the last 24 hours. I think this is a very, very good purchase for Man United, especially for Ruben Amorim, the way he plays with 3 at the back, wing backs, and the inside forwards. Matheus Cunha will be a very, very good inside forward, in my opinion, for Ruben Amorim, especially in the Premier League. Matheus Cunha, he's proven. You have to say he's definitely Premier League proven. And there's a lot of quality about this player, man. This player, I rate this player a lot. I would have loved him at Chelsea Football Club, but then again, how many players can you have? We've got a lot of talent already, but as opposed to João Felix, as opposed to Nkunku, maybe someone like Matheus Cunha would have served us perfectly. But right now, that's not the focus at Chelsea. We need a striker. Man United, I believe they've done fantastically well here to get the acquisition of Matheus Cunha, who will fit perfectly, in my opinion, in that inside forward role for Ruben Amorim. As I said, feisty character, got a lot of technical ability about him, can score goals, can assist goals. This is a very, very good start for Man United. Look, they've got a long way to go. Simply getting Matheus Cunha is not going to cut it. And look, they've had a abysmal season. They're absolutely in the gutter. They're in the mud. Their morale is down. Ruben Amorim, although spoke very well right at the end in the final day post-match where they picked up the victory against Aston Villa. Thank you, Man United, even though we didn't need it. But thank you nonetheless for keeping Aston Villa away from us. We did our business on our own anyway. But look, Ruben Amorim said that, when he first joined, he said the storm is coming. And right now, right at the end, he's saying good times are coming. And they definitely need more than just Matheus Cunha. Matheus Cunha at Wolves has done very, very well. And, simply just getting Matheus Cunha is not going to work out. As you can see at Wolves, you need way more than Matheus Cunha. And that will be the interesting to see what Manchester United does moving forward. They're very much linked with a striker. Liam Delap is heavily linked with Man United. They're looking at Mbeumo. They're looking to do serious business. 1 game a week next week, and they are looking to bounce back. This is the latest. Man United will pay 62.5 million full package for Matheus Cunha by the end of 2027 as planned. Cunha said yes to Man United even before UEL final. His contract is being checked by lawyers and it will be valid until June 2030 plus options. Story confirmed. So 62.5 million, I think that's probably the right price. If it was somewhere around the 80 million, you'd probably think they're paying overs. But 62.5 million, that was the release clause. No other teams looked like they wanted to pay that. Man United came in and said, yep, we'll pay that amount, 62.5 million. And looks like they're going to pay it in installments as well. I guess many other teams, whether it's Premier League or whatnot, I think Arsenal were interested. Perhaps they were looking at a cheaper price and maybe an upfront payment instead. So who knows? But this, I think, is a very, very good purchase for Man United. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about Matheus Cunha to Manchester United for Ruben Amorim? They're one of their first signings of this summer window, which hasn't even opened yet. So let's see what happens to them. Next up, Liverpool first official bid for Florian Wirtz in excess of 100 million package with add-ons has been received by Bayer Leverkusen. Club-to-club negotiations underway, restarting today to get the deal done very soon. Wirtz already told Bayer that he only wants Liverpool. I mean, this is a sensational acquisition for Liverpool. For Liverpool, I did not expect this. I thought in the beginning he was going to Manchester City, but then obviously the links to Bayern Munich got very, very strong. I thought German international, a superstar German player playing at Bayer Leverkusen, you're going to Bayern Munich. You're definitely going to Bayern Munich. But no, he wants Liverpool, and Liverpool, I have to say, that is some level of ambition, man. They're not messing about. 100 million package euros. Liverpool don't go around splashing that kind of money on a regular basis. They do it for special occasions. They've done it for Virgil van Dijk, not that amount, but a high amount. They've done it for Alisson as well, and now they're splashing out on Florian Wirtz. On top of them getting Frimpong, they're getting closer with Melos Kekes as well. They are seriously putting the stamp down. They're putting the authority. They're stamping their authority and saying that next season they're going for the Premier League again. This season, they're obviously they're very happy that they've got the Premier League this season, but they're not satisfied. They're more hungry. They want to go again next season, and this is why clubs like Chelsea Football Club, we need to be on our toes, man. We need to be on our tippy toes as to what level of business we're going to do. As you can see, Man United are going to strengthen, Liverpool are going to strengthen, and we're going to move into the next topic, which is Manchester City. They're looking to strengthen as well. Understand Manchester City have asked for a deal condition for Ryan Ait-Nouri at Wolves. He's high on the list for left-back position, with contacts expected to continue. Once again, a very, very good Premier League proven player. Left-sided player, wing back, left back, can invert as well, play in midfield, get into those really nice half space spots. This is how he scores his goals for Wolves. He assists, he scores goals. He kind of reminds me of Cucurella. He really does. I've watched a lot of Wolves. He can be robust down the wing. He can actually cut inside and play in inside forward sort of roles, and he can play in midfield too. So Manchester City, they love these sort of players. Look at the way they utilize Nathan Ake. Look at the way they utilize Vario. They love this type of players, and they're looking to bolster in that position. And next season, Pep Guardiola, best believe he is not going to accept the kind of season he had this season. He's not going to accept that to be next season as well. Pep Guardiola is a winner. He can have a one-year blip, but you best believe he's going to be back. And players like Ryan Ait-Nouri and, ladies and gentlemen, another one for Manchester City, have started club-to-club talks with AC Milan for Tierney Reinders as top target. Negotiations to continue next week, as opening bid expected to arrive soon. City want to be fast for Club World Cup, plus anticipate other European top clubs keen on Reinders. So he's been excellent for AC Milan, Reinders. Supreme. So Ait-Nouri, Reinders, and they're looking at more. Gibbs White, perhaps. Gibbs White, I don't know if that gives me a lot of, like, I'm not scared if they get Gibbs White, you know what I mean? Like, from a Chelsea point of view, and from a Manchester City fans point of view. I'm not City fan, obviously, but City fans, let me know. I don't know whether this Gibbs White name is completely that exciting. Look, he's a very good player. Don't get me wrong. He's a very good player, but is he a Manchester City level player? I don't know. But Manchester City as well, they're going to go through a lot of cleanup. Looks like Jack Grealish is going to move on as well. He's done and dusted at City. KDB is obviously finished up at Manchester City. Maybe he's moving to Napoli. So Man City are looking to strengthen as well. I think this player from AC Milan, Reinders, very, very good player indeed. So they've already got Marmoush in the January window. They've got Kusanov as well. They've got Echeverry, the midfielder. So they've already started to bolster, and they're adding more on top of that. Next up, Marcus Rashford will return to Man United after loan to Aston Villa and will be available for 40 million this summer. Same price as buy option clause into his Villa loan contract, available also to other clubs. Rashford will assess all options ahead of the summer transfer window. So look, Aston Villa missing out on the Champions League. They're in the Europa League, but I don't think financially they can manage this deal anymore for Marcus Rashford. There was a 40 million release clause that Aston Villa could pay, and acquire this player, but his wages, who's going to pay those wages? One to look out for. I'm very keen to see where Marcus Rashford goes. I think, look, before he got injured for Aston Villa, he was having some level of impact, not the greatest impact, but he was providing assists. He was getting in with those odd goals here and there. Look, I still believe if this guy finds his mojo back again, and that's the biggest question, can he find his mojo back? Do you know what I mean? A few seasons back, he was absolutely smoking for Manchester United, and then maybe the environment at Man United, maybe, I don't know, things that he does outside of football, do they take his concentration away from football? I don't know, but one to look out for. If this player clicks, he can be a big player, but is he past his peak? Who knows? But one to look out for where he goes. I'm very keen to see which team Marcus Rashford ends up at. 40 million release clause. It's probably not that steep, 40 million pounds. But those wages, who's going to pay those wages? You best believe he's not going to take a wage cut. Next up, some La Liga news, ladies and gentlemen. Xabi Alonso, as you guys might have seen, he's Real Madrid manager. That's been confirmed for quite a while now. It's official, obviously, now. Xabi Alonso looks like they're looking for a new midfielder. If you guys would have seen, Modric is finished up with Real Madrid. Last season, Toni Kroos finished up. So they're losing a wealth of experience in midfield and a wealth of knowledge, technicality, and just proper midfielders. And this is why sometimes when you see these links with Enzo Fernandez, you shouldn't be taking it too lightly. It could potentially materialize because Real Madrid will look to bolster in that midfield. And there's some words going on that Jude Bellingham could be injured for a little while in the start of next season. So they definitely will be looking for a midfielder. Look, I don't think any of the Chelsea midfielders, especially the top ones in terms of Enzo Fernandez or anyone like Caicedo or anything, I don't think any of them are going to leave, considering we've made Champions League football and they'll look to participate in Champions League football with Chelsea Football Club. But Real Madrid 100% going for a midfielder. Xabi Alonso on signing new midfielder. We always have to improve the team. I want to talk with the club about this. In my view, our football must be proactive. We have to control the game. I can't wait. Real Madrid versus Barcelona, El Clasico next season. Xabi Alonso against Hansi Flick, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and whatever the kind of business that Real Madrid does. Obviously, Mbappe buzzing. Vinicius Jr. needs to bounce back. Rodrigo, perhaps he's still staying. I'm very, very keen to see how this La Liga shapes up next season. I think it's going to be absolute fireworks. Last but not least, ladies and gentlemen, official confirmed. Erik ten Hag signs in as new Bayer Leverkusen head coach, replacing Xabi Alonso. 2-year deal until June 2027, as Ten Hag was always the main candidate. You know what? I'm looking forward to this. This guy, every manager that seems to go to Man United ends up being some sort of a Mickey Mouse manager in front of everyone. Man United fan base will make you believe all of these managers are rubbish. Ruben Amorim is rubbish. Ten Hag. I saw Ten Hag before he joined Man United, the kind of work he did for Ajax. How that Ajax manager goes to Man United and is now deemed to be just some useless manager, I won't believe that. I really won't believe that. So this is what I'm very keen to see. Once again, how he does at Leverkusen. Leverkusen are in the Champions League, and one I definitely will be on the Bundesliga to see how the progress is. Xabi Alonso has done very good for Leverkusen, winning the Bundesliga. I believe winning the German Cup, or maybe they just missed out on the German. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but Leverkusen has done an absolute madness. I think they did win the German Cup. They lost the Europa League. They could have done the treble. Obviously, they lost the Europa League to Atalanta. But keen to see how Erik ten Hag takes the good work that Xabi Alonso has done with Leverkusen and how he carries on. Bayer Leverkusen will lose a lot of key players. They've already on the process of losing Florian Wirtz. Jeremy Frimpong has gone to Liverpool. Both of those players, Liverpool players, and I believe Jonathan Tah as well has now gone to Bayern Munich. So, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up everything that has been popping off over the last 24 hours, the most important ones. Let me know your thoughts. Matheus Cunha to Man United, how you feel about that, and every other bits and pieces that we've gone through. Smash up the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe. Hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. Till next time, take care. See ya. Bye.